Hey guys, GameDog here, and welcome to not Damble updates. Apparently Damble didn't update today, so like most times in which Damble has an update, I'm just gonna record some random video. And well, in this case, I'm gonna record a Gem Tower Defense. Now, Gem Tower, I love survival mode, but Gem Tower Defense is kind of an obscure tower defense game, and I'm gonna explain why. I definitely recommend you play this one. It's actually quite fun and quite strategic too. Okay, now here's the gimmick, or one of the main gimmicks. Instead of most tower defenses in which you can choose the amount of you can choose what towers you place down. Instead, they're predetermined for you. Pick on place gem, you get this little cursor right here. You can then put down exactly what kind of gems you want. And I gained some pretty good ones this time around. They're randomly selected for you too. Now, here's a real gimmick, or another really cool gimmick. We have 5 random towers right here, but the thing is, we can only keep one of them. Now, so you really have to decide which one you want to keep. Now, I'm gonna have this one right here, this aquamarine. I could keep it like it is right now, but I'm actually gonna do a combined special. If there are certain kinds of if there's like a certain combination of gems in your way, or in your inventory here, or whatever you want to call this, you can actually combine them. For example, I made a malice sheet right here. I'm actually going to upgrade right now. This makes it really powerful and will pretty much cover everything I need to work on for quite a while. Okay, I'm going to yeah. Now here's a really cool part about this game. You basically need to make your own. Wow, 2 of them? Really? Okay. You basically need to make your own mazes because well, these grunts right here, or what is the game called them? They don't call them anything, but they can only go in a certain order. They need to touch this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then they can go off screen. They must touch them in that order as well. And here's where the fun strategy comes in. It's basically your goal to make it so the enemies hit all of them in the most convoluted way possible. Ooh, what should I do here? I'm making our special. Ooh, silver, that's pretty good. Now, one thing you're probably going to see me do a lot, just out of force of habit, is scroll down here, because they actually have all these special gem combination recipes right here. Like pink diamond, malice sheet, see an opal, emerald, and an aquamarine. Now, you're going to see me scroll down here and look at this a lot, because it's honestly one of my favorite parts of this game. Like, unlike most games that have just this convoluted way of just knowing, or you need to, like, buy the secrets, they're actually presented to you right there, and I quite like that. I mean, given I would much rather prefer if it was like off to the side or something, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. Alright, now let's actually talk about some normal emeralds. Some normal gems. I'm gonna pick the emerald and level it up. Oh, I hate the flying guys. Despite everything is pretty much random in terms of what towers you get, the game is surprisingly well balanced, at least until you get later on. It's around like level 30, the game starts to get really difficult. I mean, I think the first I ever got was like 41 or something. In which case, you might as well just throw your hands up, because there's no way you're going to survive at that rate. Okay, now I upgraded my chances right here by using my gold. One thing I really like about this game is that you don't use gold to buy gems. You get them for free. You use gold to buy lives and to upgrade your chances of getting higher quality gems. For example, I got Amphasis right here. I think that's how you say it. These guys can only attack air enemies, and its position is actually quite good. I think I'll keep that one. All the gems you reject will turn to just normal rocks that don't attack. However, once again, the goal. The goal of the game is to make a convoluted maze for these guys to traverse through. So, well, it can actually be quite nice to have all these rocks lying around. And if you do want to get rid of the rocks, you can actually, remove them. Although I really don't like to do that unless one is like in my way of something, or if I have like a complete maze and I just want to replace a few of them. We're going to keep Sapphire. Sapphire slows guys down. Ooh, okay. Man, I've been talking about this game. Wow, I can surprisingly go a long time without stopping talking. Stopping talking. Okay, we have some gold. We're going to increase our chances. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 tiers of gems you can get. And they're kind of like the 5 tiers of gems you can get in Diablo, if that makes any sense. Like, honestly, I just can't look at this list and not think Diablo 2. The whole like Hologic Cube thing, or however the heck you pronounce it, and like the whole different tiers yeah, the whole tiers of gems you can get. Like this chipped flawed, normal, flawless, and perfect. And they're all very, very powerful. I quite like the gems in this game. Although for most of the game, you'll probably be trying to go for the trying to go for the special gems. These things down here. And the reason is, well, they really make the game that much easier. Like, without the special gems, this game would be impossible. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, the game would literally be impossible. I actually had a few runs before this in which I tried to get pretty far, but because I didn't get that many special gems, the game basically just said, "Hey, die," and I died rather quickly. I like to upgrade my chances the fastest I possibly can. Therefore, I can leave all my gold for upgrading my gear, which is a pretty good way to invest your money in. Okay, white crystals. I don't really like to have white crystals around because well, the thing with white crystals is that they only attack ground enemies. And let me tell you, later on, the ground enemies are nothing compared to the flying enemies. Like the flying gargoyle bat things are some of the hardest characters I've ever fought in tower defense history. Okay, we're gonna start to come up on a point of the game right here in which I really start to stop talking and think, because well, we're gonna be trying to get a whole bunch of special gems now. So let's see. I have a white gem, a pink gem. Let's see what I can make of a white flawed and a pink flawed. Okay. Well, pink flawed, if I can get one of these on and one of these on my screen, I can make a red crystal, which is very good for taking out flying enemies. Honestly, it's almost required for taking out some of the later rounds. Just, this game hits so hard later on. Okay, I'll put that right there. What should I do here? Okay, now, what can, this can go into a, okay, that's a pretty good one, by the way. So, I think I'll invest in the flawed aquamarine, just so I can save up to get that one. See, a strategy like this that really makes this game stand out from most other games. Because not only is it about luck, but it's about strategy as well. It's a really cool mix between luck and strategy, and I quite like that in this game. Okay, in the next round, I'm gonna close off this part right here, and I'm gonna start to make a maze go around here. I like to make the maze a layer, especially around the middle, so it can attack the most flying enemies it possibly can. Uh, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna start doing. I always have this like way now the problem I have with most tactics, not tactics games, with most tower defense games is that really, if you have an extremely good strategy, your chances are you're going to keep that strategy. Ooh, our first normal gem, or a second normal gem. The chances are is you're going to keep that strategy for the rest of the game, or for like every single time you play, you're going to play the exact same way, and that's just not fun. That's not fun, especially in games like Blue's Tower Defense. Like, if you just spam Super Monkeys over and over again, the game just gets kind of boring after a while. Even with the millions and millions of lasers on screen, or giant energy balls, or whatever the heck they shoot when they fully leveled up. I love Bloons Tower Defense 3. That game is a classic. In terms of Flash games, that is. But this game, it's like, despite I always use this formation, the game is so different every time I play because it's so random, and that's where most of the replayability for this game comes from. It's fun to play over and over again because of this, and I quite like that. Okay, so this is closed off right here. Oh, by the way, if you try and block it, it gives you a blocking message. You can't cheese your way through the game like that. Okay, let's see if I always have kind of a hard time figuring out what I'm going to put here. Oh, what can I make with a flawed diamond? These things come pretty useless later on though. What can I make with a flawed opal? Uranium. I think uranium is actually kind of glitched. Like in some of the later levels, it doesn't actually work. For saying I don't really think I'm gonna be playing this for that much longer, so I don't think I'm really gonna get to the later levels. Heck, you guys might not even see uranium at all. Okay. Now, at this point in the game, I like to save up my money to see if I can upgrade these things right here. Well, after, you know what? Yeah, never mind. I take that back. I'll upgrade my chances first. Because, well, it's getting at this point in the game in which these things start to become kind of useless at their current rate. True, they can do a pretty good amount of damage to walking enemies, but honestly, it doesn't really do that much damage over a long amount of time. Honestly, like, when I upgrade this, it's going to go from, like, 15 to 60. It's really upgrade later on. Oh, and I think I might actually get my first life lost here. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this. I'm just gonna let this one play out. You can buy more lives if you want to, but I'm not really gonna bother because, well, I don't want this to go on for too long. So yeah, that's my challenge for the game. See how far I can get without actually burning or burning. Ooh. Can I make a? 1 second. No, I can't. Okay, for a second I thought maybe I can make a special gem like that. Ooh, the flawless rubies are actually really good. I think I'm gonna keep this one. Actually, wait a second. What can I make of a flawless diamond? Was I already saving up for one of those? No, I wasn't. How about a pink diamond? Pink diamonds are good, but once again, I worry more about the flying bees. I'm gonna keep the ruby. I'm gonna keep the ruby because I can. You can also repick gems. Like if you put 5 down, you don't really like the outcome. You can always repick your gems, although it costs you money to do that. And well, some of the money, well, not so well. And it multiplies every time you try and do it. Like, I think the first time you try and repick it, it's like 25, then it goes to 50, then 75. And, well, that just doesn't get fun after a while. So, I don't know, maybe if you pick 5 gems and you just get complete and utter junk, you can repick it if you really need to. But I usually don't use that option. Honestly, I rarely use that option, to be honest. Okay, so, what can I talk about now? I had something in my head. Time is useless, by the way. Like, it does nothing as far as I'm concerned, especially in survival mode, where it just keeps on going. Ugh. Let's see, what level am I at? 13. Oh, man, that's an unlucky number. Little fun fact, you know that, like, unlucky Friday the 13th myth? Every single month that starts on a Sunday has a Friday the 13th. Including this month, I believe. Yeah, now you see these guys went all the way around just to touch this this little platform right here. Now they must go all the way back to touch this one, then all the way around here and go through the maze again and touch this one, go back all the way out of the maze and touch this one, go back all the way and touch this one, go back all the way out and touch this one, and then they can exit. And that's once again making a convoluted puzzle for these guys is the funnest part of this game. Just seeing how many combinations you can make. I saw this really good one online once. Ooh, okay, what can I make of actually, I remember the red thing being really good. I'm gonna keep this one. Besides, I need more emphasis. I need as many of these as I can get. This game also has a sandbox mode, and the game has the stupidest like advertising for how you unlock it. Okay, now what you need to do to unlock it is you need to now I haven't done this in years, nor have I really tried, so this might be a little bit inaccurate. But what do you need to do to these red letters by the way are criticals. The what do you need to do to unlock the sandbox mode is it says you have to beat the game on extreme mode, which I actually have done before thanks to an online guide. This game has some great online guides. Like there's so many ways to play this game. And then after you do that, you can tell them that you got it. Then they can email you like the URL for the sandbox. But it's pathetic because not only can you look it up easily in Google, but you can also just go up to the URL and type in like sandbox mode at the top or something. Like it's stupid. Although I will admit though, despite sandbox mode is usually the funner mode in these tower defense games, I will admit that I actually like this mode better. And the only reason why is because sandbox mode doesn't have this helpful little sheet down here. Yeah, it does not have this. And that's really tough. That's really tough to play around with. And I don't know why. It's just not fun at that point. I much prefer my sheet telling me what I can make. Yeah, I've been going on for quite a lot. I think I'm gonna finish this round. Then I'm gonna stop because well, I can actually go a little bit longer. Like I'm not like halfway through, which I can normally get to, but you know what? I think this video's been going on long enough. Besides, the window size is huge for this game. Okay. So that was Gem Tower Defense. A little fun game. I definitely recommend you try it out at least one point. In fact, I think I'll leave the URL in the description if you guys really want to try it out. You know what? Thanks for watching.